is going to see that, and he's going to go to the body early in the next round, boss, I'll bet you.
Yeah.
But Hoost is not going to be able to chop him down as many people thought.
No, it wasn't that easy. And for Sam Shield to come in for the second time in his life fighting a Thai boxing match on this kind of level, he's doing an amazing job.
Yes, he is. All he has to do, now here's the clinch. This is the position, oh, look at that. That landed right on the forehead.
Another one is coming.
Yeah.
And now another one, I think. The third one is a hit, I think.
It was like a jump.
Second round.
Man.
Okay,
You
final
just
round.
don't want to be in a clinch with Semi Schultz in a Muay Thai fight. Okay, this is the fifth and final round in what is turning into be a classic match of a great small man against a really excellent big man.
Okay, break. Straight away. Don't hold too much.
Are we seeing greatness fall to the newness of Semi Schultz at the game of K1 fighting?
Yeah, really certain combinations. That is just what to call it. But the right low kick, I said left straight, right low kick. That would be the combination right now for Sam.
Well, Sammy's really taking control here. Do you think Ernesto took him lightly?
No, I don't think so. Because Sam Shield, he saw material of Sam Shield. He's a one-punch hitter normally. He hits with the left and he takes somebody down, out. So I don't believe that he took him lightly.
Okay, because Ernesto Hoost is coming off a win over another big man, almost 7 feet tall, Jan the Giant Norchi from South Africa, who he stopped with low kicks, and that was in Las Vegas. And that was a little bit over 2 weeks ago. But Sam has done really good, and he's always pressed forward. And look at that! If Hoost did not have his glove up there, that would have really hurt him. I think Hoost has got to knock Sammy Schultz down at least, or maybe out to win this fight.
I think so too. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, holding each other.
And it looks like Hoost is getting winded here. Hoost has just got to really start blasting off here, and he's moving straight back, boss.
Yep, Sam's got to throw that right kick. Just a right kick. Or to the head, to the legs, to the body, anywhere.
Well, I got to tell you, if Sammy Schultz beats Ernesto Hoost, it'll be an upset. It will be a shock here at Shockwave.
Okay, break.
That's why they call this event Shockwave.
Ernesto blasting right in his body, but he's going to have to do more than that.
Yep.
It's going to be a close judge's call, but Sammy, like I said, has got to get the nod for effective aggression. He's better in the clinches.
Okay, break.
Ernesto hasn't landed much after that one body shot in the 4th round.
Don't hold.
He can't find Sammy's chin, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's way up there.
Yeah. Way up there in a different time zone.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, different area code actually.
30 seconds.
You'd have to get directory assistance from the operator just to land the left hook to the chin.
Okay, break.
In order to reach, you have to redial 818.
Okay, here we go. It's like 10 seconds left. Ernesto Hoost doesn't seem to have the zip left in order to finish Sammy Schultz. 10 seconds left. They're in the clinch. Sammy chopped into the body. Both men tired, but Sammy the fresher of the two.
Yo.
I gotta tell you,
Yep.
I gotta give that to Sammy Schultz.
Me too.
And that's gonna be more than just a bit of an upset. You get a great fighter, a man with 100 fights, a man who beat everybody in K1, a man who won 3 K1 tournaments like Ernesto Hoost, and he fights this guy in this guy's 2nd K1 fight. Wow, that's going to be a huge win for Sammy Schultz.
A huge win, and can you imagine if Sam Shield would develop a right hand and a good right low kick, what he can do, what kind of damage he can do? Let's forget about the left, but with the right, my God, pretty much everything he does right now is left.
Yeah, well, he's got a 9-year age advantage. He's only 28 years old, and he is young enough to learn those new skills. And you know, he threw some right hands, and he threw a right roundhouse kick occasionally, and a right push kick.
Yeah, and when he did, it was a hit.
Yeah, it was.
So he should go back to this fight, learn from this. It's going to be a win anyway, I think. And then next time, yeah,
Yeah, let's see what the judges think. See if they agree with us.
Yeah, I don't want to lose him. We got to keep this guy here, Pride.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジクロズビー50対50ドロー。ジャッジ大成49対49ドロー。ジャッジ東武50対50ドロー。4点返し合いドロー。
Okay, it has been ruled a unanimous draw.
The judges have
And, you know, I'm okay with that, although I would have given it to Shield.
I would have given it to Shield too.
I mean, you know, Ernesto Host is not from Japan, but he may as well be. He's fought here so many times. He's a crowd favorite. There may have been a little bit of hometown favoritism there, but I tell you what, I'd love to see a rematch.
Oh, me too. I'd love to see fight Sam Shield against everybody. Look at it, he's dancing.
Yeah, because, you know, in some ways, a lot of people picked him to get TKO'd with low kicks. They said he didn't have a shot against Host. They said he's going to get blasted out of there, but he didn't. So in a way, much like Krokop's draw against Wanderlei was more of a win for Wanderlei, I think this draw for Sammy Schultz was a win for Sammy Schultz.
I think so too.
Go do your thing.
Grab a chair.
Do your thing. I don't want to bother you, man. What do you think?
Bottom, that's just bullshit.
Sure?
Yeah, grab a chair. Sit down. We're just too lazy to stand.
If I hit you with this, will you sell?
Now that would suck. Oh God! Why don't you go out and fight this guy, and I'll do your job.
Wow.
I'll walk around and shake hands.
Real good knees, supposedly.
Yeah.
But, Greco just told me.
Yeah.
Any little info may help you. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so far I got don't stay outside, don't go inside.
No. Go inside.
Look out for the knees.
Go inside. Just do your game. Unbelievable honor for me to be here and be a part of Pride. I just being here as a spectator is an honor for me, and it's a dream come true. Being here as a commentator and being able to interact with the guys and meet people who I've very much respected over the years is an unbelievable honor. So I'm kind of speechless, which for me is rare. Come with me.
Yeah. Come to the dark side, Luke.
Come to the dark side.
I'm your father.
The tag from hell. The tag from hell.
I'm your father. Come to the dark side, Luke.
Well, good luck, my friend.
Thanks, bro.
I'll be with you. Before, during, and after, especially.
I'm here with one of my favorite fighters, and definitely one of the favorite fighters here in Japan since that last fight with Takayama, Don Fry. Don, describe that last fight.
That last fight was a barn burner, I'll tell you. Takayama, he brought the whole farm with him, man. He hit me with everything, the kitchen sink, and hit me a couple times, moved me sideways. My brain was still over here, my body was here, and the guy's got balls the size of a church bell. He really impressed me.
Don, rumors are flowing that your opponent to replace Mark Hunt for this fight is Jerome LeBanner. Your thoughts on that?
It's going to be tough because LeBanner is, everything I'm not. He's bigger, stronger, faster, younger.
Yeah, but you said that before you fought Cyril Abity, and you beat him pretty easily.
Well, I tell you what, I keep getting lucky. Knock on wood, my luck will continue to hold out, and I'm hoping I have another trick in the old bag.
Okay, now knock on wood. Are you going to want to knock on his head?
Oh, that's the game plan, is knock on him more than he knocks on me, because he's a powerful fighter. He's a southpaw, so he's unconventional. He's got great knockout power. He's got great footwork. Fantastic kick. So it's going to be interesting.
Don Fry can hit, right?
Oh yeah, he can hit.
Jerome LeBanner can hit too. So it's going to be a collision of these two guys that can really drop bombs. I don't think this fight's going to go the distance.
It cannot go to the distance. Jerome LeBanner is a phenomenal boxer who fought maybe 80 K1 matches. Don Fry just steps in. He says, you know what? I challenge this guy. I fought another K1 fighter on his rules, under my rules. Let's go and fight a K1 fighter under their rules. I don't think it's a very smart idea. It's a very smart thing to do. But hey, you know Don. Don is tough. He wants to go for it, and he just wants to show the people who's the toughest guy.
That's a great point. I'm glad you thought it up. What I'd like to see in this fight, and what I think we're going to see, if Don fights this fight the same way that Gary Goodridge did against Mike Bernardo, the same way Quentin Jackson did against Cyril Abity, the Pride fighter coming in and beating the K1 fighter, they basically didn't wait. They just jumped on the guy and mugged him.
Yeah, and also a very big point is Jerome LeBanner. Did he ever face a tough guy like Don Fry? I mean, who's tougher than Don Fry?
There's very few people, so in a way, I'm kind of split on this one. I really can't call this one, boss.
I don't want to call this one.
That ovation that we just heard when Don Fry's name was announced was equal in many ways to when Sakuraba was announced. They love him here.
He is so huge. It is unbelievable. I think here in Japan he's probably the most loved foreigner.
Yeah, he really is. And you know, he epitomizes like Mr. All-American. I mean, look at him. He's got the red, white, and blue trunks. He's got the Pain Incorporated, which is Brian Johnston, the UFC veteran, also a very well-known fighter over here, who fell ill recently, but Don is very supportive of his friend. Don is just, what can you say about this guy? This guy epitomizes toughness, but boss, he's gonna need more than toughness. He's facing Jerome LeBanner, who athletically is, 7 years younger than Don Fry at 29 years old. He's got way more experience because this fight is so dangerous for Don Fry because it's under K1 rules. It is a stand-up fight. Don is used to fighting on the ground, standing up in mixed martial arts. He's a two-time UFC champion. He's a Pride superstar. He's really in deep tonight.
He is really, really in deep. I don't know what his game plan is going to be. I would close the distance. Don't let Jerome LeBanner hit on you because he's a phenomenal boxer. He's a southpaw, so that's going to give him maybe also some problems here. Don took this fight because he beat Cyril Adibi under the Pride rules, and he said then, after that show, he told Mr. Ishii, who's the owner of the K1, he said, okay, I want now to fight a fight under your guys' rules. You fight under my rules, I will do it back to you. And he picked an opponent out tonight. That's one thing for sure.
Well, you know, it's interesting because there have been two occurrences recently where Pride fighters, Gary Goodridge and Quentin Jackson, gone in and fought under K1 rules and knocked out their opponents unexpectedly. And I said that to Don that they really mugged their opponents. And Don said, I am the original mugger. He's going to need that tonight against that man right there, Jerome LeBanner. There he is, Jerome LeBanner. Man, he looks relaxed.
122 kilograms. That's a lot of pounds. 200 and, what is it? It says 62 pounds.
Don Fry coming in lean and mean at 220 pounds, giving up 2 inches in height to LeBanner. LeBanner 6'3", Don 6'1". Let's see the stare down. LeBanner's not going to buy into it. Fry was the second part of one of the greatest stare downs in mixed martial art history when he faced Ken Shamrock, but doesn't seem to be that. But look at the size difference. LeBanner's upper body, his physique. LeBanner looks like he's coming off a sunburn. I mean, his back is really sunburned, and Wow.
It's a 40 pounds weight difference also here.
Well, this is Fry's
Coming out.
This is Fry's K1 debut, and he's jumping right on LeBanner.
Keep going.
LeBanner's probably going to throw the knees in this position.
Break.
And look who we have joining us at ringside. Another big man.
Goldberg.
Jesus Christ, I'm out of breath. I had to run from the back. Gotta watch my boy, guys.
That's okay, man. Whoa, look at that punch.
Well, you know, you would have thought that Don Fry was the one that would have tried the takedown, Bill, but it looked like LeBanner tried one.
LeBanner come out there with the right hand and a left kick. Whoa. What's happening? What is happening here?
He's getting a standing 8 count here.
For what?
Well, he was getting his ass kicked.
No, he wasn't on days yet.
That's Don Fry, remember?
Yes, that's what I mean. Ooh, there was that left high kick again.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't get this. Don is the wrestler, and LeBanner keeps taking him down.
Don's got to work the body here. That's one thing. He's got to keep his distance close and work the body. Jerome LeBanner has longer arms, so you don't want to stay out of his reach.
Yeah, he's gotta stay in. Gotta stay inside. He can't stay in out of those punches.
LeBanner coming in for the kill, and he's rocking Don Fry. Oh, that's it! Don has been knocked out! Don Fry has been knocked out! Hey, Bill Goldberg, thanks a lot for helping us on the broadcast. Wow! That was brutal.
Yep.
Man. Wow. Jerome LeBanner has knocked out Don Fry.
Yep.
You know, Boss, you and I, we love Don Fry, right?
Yes, we do.
We had...
1 minute, 30 seconds into the first round. Fire knockout.
It was a clean knockout at 1 minute and 30 seconds for the big man from France, Jerome LeBanner. It was a clean KO. And in lieu of the fact, as I said earlier, how Quentin had basically jumped on and beat Cyril Abadi, and Gary Goodridge did the same to Michael Bernardo in Las Vegas. In some ways, there was a lot of pressure on Jerome's shoulders, because this would, in some people's eyes, would be considered a K1 versus Pride fight. Don Fry being a Pride fighter, and Jerome fighting for the honor of K1 and getting the win. It wasn't a surprise to many, because Don Fry has never fought a K1 fight.
Yes, and Don came in. You remember after the last fight he had with Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock really tore his leg there. Don didn't give up, and he won that fight. Here we're going to have to see the replay. Ooh, it was that left first. And there's that left high kick. Yes. Yeah, his combinations.
Yeah, and Don was taking a lot of leather there, and he wasn't effectively blocking the punches. So the referee gave him a standing 8 count. He got clobbered there with a hard straight left, and he doesn't really have his hands up. He's trying to counter, and he's trying to watch. Oh, what a hard right hook. It was a clean knockout, and Don went down, and it was a good stoppage there, but he was out. It was a right hook by Jerome LeBanner.
Yep. Now let's hope that Jerome LeBanner, at least the thing that he can do is take another time to fight, and let's fight this out under the Pride rules.
Well, yeah, because you know Don Fry said, "Okay, I'll fight you in your rules," but now Don Fry beat Cyril Abadi in a mixed martial arts fight at the Inoki Bombaye show. It was last year, New Year's Eve. Jerome LeBanner was on that same card. It would be interesting to see these two guys now fight under Pride rules. That would be a very interesting fight. But I'll tell you what, maybe Don Fry wouldn't want to stand up if they did that fight under Pride rules. Jerome LeBanner gets the win by KO.
エリオ・グレイシーさんです。どうぞ。
Okay, we're going to have a special ceremony honoring that man there, the godfather in some ways of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's Helio Gracie. He is the father of Royce Gracie, Hickson Gracie, Euler Gracie.
Do you know, Steve, that this guy will be 90 years old in October? 90 years old. And he's still rolling around.
Pela homenagem que ora me oferecem. Devo dizer que o jiu-jitsu que pratico represento eu como se fora um japonês, porque me dedico ao jiu-jitsu há quase 80 anos. E nada mais do que nada menos do que tenho sido um representante do Japão para o mundo, elevando o jiu-jitsu do Japão para o mais alto grau das lutas marciais existentes no mundo. Muito obrigado.
Okay, he basically thanked this presentation for presenting martial arts for the world. And getting back to this event, boss, Shockwave is really probably the largest stage that we've ever seen for a display in a very Woodstock environment for the martial arts. We've seen great K1 fights, we've seen great Pride fights. And now we see Helio, one of the truly influential people who really got martial artists thinking about the ground through his battles way back in the 20s and 30s. One of the first, he was really the first guy that fought Valley Tudo in a ring.
Yes, you know, so you say the Woodstock thing, and it's true, it's all about peace here. The people are so relaxed and happy. The crowd is amazing. It's a special event, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, well, Helio said he's happy, and he's also very proud and happy to present jiu-jitsu, and he says that the Japanese fans are his friends.
I couldn't say it any better. It's Michael Jackson? No. Ow!
特別功労賞リオ・グレイシー殿、本日ここ国立競技場においてタリウジアの祭典ダイナマイトが各も盛大に開催されましたことは、貴殿が長い格闘技生活の中で常に命を懸ける覚悟を持ちながら一期一会の精神でタリウジアに挑み、その数々の戦いの中で日本の江戸時代武士の聖典であった葉隠れの中に記されている日本武士道の精神を体現し、またその精神を広く格闘技界に根付かせてきた功績によるものです。よってその偉大なる功績をたたえ、ここに表彰いたします。
Wow, what a tremendous honor. Basically, it's being presented to Helio that they could not have held this big mixed martial art event without him, without his contributions to the mixed martial arts. Wow, what a show of friendship.
I just found out that it's Tanzan Yamamoto. This guy is a famous journalist, reporter here in Japan, who had the honor to present this award. And he's going to give him an extra pin too. I bet it says Pride Fighting Championships.
And there's Master Ishii, the founder of K1. That's a great shot right there, because you've got the master of Jiu-Jitsu and the master of K1 and stand-up fighting together, working together. We got Pride and K1 working together, the two biggest giants in the martial arts world here at Shockwave. What a great moment.
Elio さん、ありがとうございました。それではここでもう一人特別なゲストを紹介します。いよいよ日本で試合が決まりました。アメリカンプロレスの大王ビール・ゴールドバーグ。Come on,
Okay, Kancho is now announcing announcing the man that was with us briefly in our broadcast booth. Here he comes into the ring, and man, this guy's really famous. Bill Goldberg is really famous in Japan.
Yeah, when we were shooting the intro, the people didn't want to stop shouting. They needed extra people to say to the audience, please be quiet, we're shooting an intro here. Everybody was screaming, Bill, Bill, Bill.
Not only is this crowd in appreciation of the spectacular champions from Pride and K1 and all around the world, but they're also appreciative of this man, one of the true sports personalities of America, a phenomenal athlete. He came up playing pro football for the Atlanta Falcons, and Bill Goldberg is just a real nice guy. It's a pleasure to have him here at this event to really bring all eyes in the sporting world on Japan here at National Stadium for Shockwave. Goldberg, funny guy too.
Yeah, he's very funny. I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight too. After the whole thing is over, we met him now like 2 hours, and of course he was in a lot of meetings and everybody's pulling on him. But I think after the show, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, because he's a huge fan of mixed martial arts. He says he's watched every UFC, every Pride. He's just a consummate professional. And, you know, I'm wondering if he really is into the training too.
He is. He actually, I hope I can say it, he told me that he wants to come and train with me. He really wants to go in.
Yeah, here he is. Listen to this crowd, man.
Konbanwa.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We know that.
I want to thank Mr. Ishii to let me be a part of this wonderful evening. Dynamite.
And that is the title here in Japan, but you folks at home are singing it as Shockwave.
I'm very proud,
Disregard it.
very honored to be here in Japan.
Looks like a great big giant box rooting to me.
Nothing against Bill, but I'm better looking. I gotta watch out.
Friday and Saturday at the Budokan, Goldberg is back. I hope the Japanese fans appreciate and admire my work.
日本のファンの皆様が私の試合を楽しんで、そして私の試合を誇りに思ってくれたら良いと思っています。
One more thing. Who's next?
Okay, now this crowd is getting excited, boss.
Oh, they should.
Because they're getting excited because Inoki Bombaye is going to be making his entrance. Now look at this. We're in this complete dark.
Look at this sky.
The sky, folks. Look at the sky. Because up above National Stadium. I hope he doesn't land on me. He's going to be jumping out of a helicopter.
It's a parachute. I see a parachute there. And there are more parachutes everywhere.
I tell you, Inoki, he's crazy, man. He's gonna parachute on a summer night. Summer Night Madness here in Japan.
Oh my God, and the wind, there is a lot of wind here. I don't know if you guys see it, but look at the shirt.
Yeah, it's definitely cooling me off.
There's a lot of wind, so this could be very dangerous.
Over there.
Oh, and where is he gonna land? If we get the wires here. Oh, look at this.
There he is.
Look at this.
the crowd.
No, it's an open space right there.
Open space.
Wow. Oh, this is unbelievable.
What a wild.
Another one. Look at this one there.
There's another one.
Whoa.
And we're having fun. We're having fun here at Shockwave, folks.
Look at this. Look at the picture on TV. Inoki is coming down. We can't see it on TV here, but now they show it.
Here he comes. That's Inoki. That's a close-up on him. What a wild man.
And they go fast. If you people at home could see how fast those people flying in here, and there's another one coming. It's spread out. It's like, oh, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Ooh.
This is absolutely wild.
No. My God.
So,
boss, do you want to hear something really special? We thought there's Inoki there. Okay, Inoki's coming in for a landing. Now, I'm going to tell you folks at home something that I'm going to have to repeat later in the broadcast. We thought there were going to be 70,000 people here. In attendance tonight, 91,107 people. Here he comes.
Inoki.
Inoki.
He's coming down. Oh, there he is. Way up there.
What a wild man. He's got a camera on him up close. He's hovering somewhere over the rainbow, way up high above the National Stadium here outside Tokyo, Japan. Gonna make his plunge. Here he comes.
This is unbelievable.
All 91,000 people are on the edge of their seats. Here he comes. Antonio Inoki into the landing. Unbelievable. There has never been anything like this. Wild man, that Inoki.
Is 60 years old.
A 60-year-old Wonder Man, Superman, in front of 91,000 people here at National Stadium. This is Shockwave, folks. There has never been a show like this thus far in the history of the martial arts. Inoki jogging up. And you know, when he gets into that ring, boss, we're going to break our eardrums.
That's one thing for sure. He's going to be with the NCC.
And look who at ringside one more time. Bill Goldberg is in the house. What's up, Bill?
What's up, gentlemen? This time I'm not sweating profusely because I didn't have to run down, so have a good time now.
You think Inoki's sweating right now, having run from the landing field?
Yeah, I'd have to say Inoki's pretty crazy to be doing what he just did. So.
Yeah, well,
but that's why he's Antonio Inoki.
Exactly. You got to admire him.
Yeah, no question. I mean, growing up wanting to be a professional wrestler, he's the man in Japan.
There he is. Listen to this crowd. And I'm sure Inoki's got a lot on his mind. Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it.
Are you going to get in the line so he can slap you?
Oh, I already did that before, and one time's enough, trust me.
Don't tell me I got to do it.
He usually does that on New Year's Eve, though. I don't think he's going to do it tonight.
No good.
プライドのリングにへり下ってきました。最高でした。東京の夜空は綺麗だった。
Well, I'll tell you guys what.
上からこの国立競技場
What doesn't
浮き上がって
this show have? It has everything.
最高の体験を
It's
させ
got
てもらいま
Ishii,
した
it's got
ありがとうござい
Pride,
ま
it's
す
got K1 fighters and Pride fighting in K1 rules and vice versa.
And you know what? The best is yet to come, it sounds like.
Oh, my Lord, you are right, Bill.
あり地獄
Anytime you got a Gracie and
プーが
Sakuraba
食わ
to
れる
come,
か
you get fireworks.
強いやつ
Let alone
が
Bob Sapp versus
Yeah,
Nogueira.
well, no question. Now what's next?
Oh, yeah. That's why we got you here, big guy.
Wow.
Help us call the action.
一つ最後まで楽しんでくださいありがとう
Okay, he's got to do the Ichini, son.
Okay.
猪木が笑えば世界が笑う
No question. I'll tell you what, I told you before, it's an honor, and man, I wasn't underestimating or exaggerating at all. It's just terrific to be here. Not to mention being with you guys.
Bill, you gotta know, it's so much a pleasure.
I appreciate it very much.
Here I am with two of the baddest bald men in the planet. I'm Stephen Quadros with Bob Struten and Bill Goldberg. We just saw Antonio Inoki come in a parachute. Wow.
I heard you a big fan of the this kind of martial.
Big time, yeah. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. It's an honor to be here. You know, just to be, just to witness it, let alone be a part of it. It's a dream of mine. You know. Absolutely, absolutely. I remember watching the, you know, the first Pride, the first UFC. I mean, I've watched all of them. Listen to your boys. They know.
You got the best in the business
Listen
right
to
there.
your boys. That's all I can tell you, man. Don't listen to me. You know me. I want to go in there and rip his head off right at the beginning. It's the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Just revert back to what your boys have been telling you, man, because they're the best.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. You know, got you support.
Well, hey, you know, I'm always in your corner, bro.
Yeah.
So, show them, reinvent the ground and pound into the pound and pound.
Yes.
Show us tonight, man.
That's right.
Please.
I don't know if I can get the spear off in there, but
no need to. when you got a meat hook like this, when you got a meat hook like that, you don't need a spear, brother.
That's right. That's right. Great.
Bob, you got to shave your back, man. He was up to 450 before. Whoa. Cut. Huge.
Can he move?
Yeah, he can move. For a guy that big, absolutely. For a guy 270, he can move.
He is the Pride heavyweight champion, Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira. Minotauro, now that you're number one in the sport, is there a lot of pressure on your shoulders?
Sometimes I feel a little pressure, but every show I've been training too much. I think I can do same thing, same big show. Yeah.
Okay, now you're facing a man who's like almost two men in Bob Sapp. What is the game plan against him?
My plan is just try to make him tired, you know, and try to push the fight more than 5 minutes, so he have a less strength and I can play my game. But I'm gonna go from him, and I'm not scared for big guy.
He's big, he's bad, and he is back. I'm talking about Bob Sapp. Bob, you're fighting Nogueira, the heavyweight champion of Pride. What's the game plan?
the game plan is to stay light, stay moving. Nogueira is very dangerous with the armbar and, of course, the powerful triangle. So it's called stay tight, stay moving, and don't get yourself involved in a situation where you can actually put on a very dangerous submission.
Okay, do you think that strength is going to have a factor?
Strength for me definitely going to be a factor. For him, it's a weakness.
This fight is going to be a lot like a comic book, because when you've got a guy the size of Bob Sapp in the ring with arguably the greatest fighter in mixed martial arts, anything is going to go.
I don't know what's going to happen in this fight. Is he going to pull a green mile on us? You know, if he's on top of Nogueira, he's going to show, I helped him. And he goes, and all these things coming out of his mouth. Is it going to do that? Is it going to work?
You lost your mind.
I know, but
you completely lost your mind. And you know what? That's what it's going to take for Bob Sapp to upset the Pride heavyweight champion in this non-title fight, because he's going to need all his resources. He's got the strength on Nogueira, but technique, he would even admit that he doesn't have the technique on that man from Brazil.
No, he does, but he's got a lot of stamina. He came in with a better stamina. He lost some weight. I don't know if Nogueira's going to trip, Bob Sapp is going to land on top of him and he's going to sledgehammer him down. Everything can happen. He can get caught, but he's been training with George Barnett, and George Barnett, trust me, he's been attacking him with triangles and arm bars for sure.
Can you tell me about how this man is progressing?
You know what? The thing is that Bob has never actually had to display his full arsenal of skills because his fights have lasted, all of what, 20 seconds? Well, the last one was 11. So if this fight presses on, I think that not only we're going to see that Bob can knock people out, but he can submit them as well, and he's got, even some more tricks up his sleeve than just that.
Just when they asked me to fight against him, and I'd like to ask them, can I train with him before, because I never trained with a guy that big. But it should be a good show,
Hell yeah, buddy. Stephen Quadros here with Boss Rutan and Bill Goldberg. Ringside for Shockwave. A really big match in there, Bill.
It's not who's next. My God, it's what's next. Jeez, let me tell you, what a show, what a show.
Like you said, Stephen, 91,000 people, 107. I've never seen something like this in my life. Look at him here.
That's Bob Sapp. And Josh Barnett right standing behind him.
He's serious.
I know a little bit about Bobby. Bobby wrestling over at WCW in America. That's a man with some power. No experience really, unfortunately, but he may reinvent the, instead of ground and pound, it could be pound and pound.
And that man there is the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira on the right, Bob Sapp on the left. Nogueira has dominated pretty much every fighter that he's fought for almost 2 years.
You got to throw props to Bob, man. Bob's new at this, and he's stepping in with the best in the world right now.
But a lot of people think that if you want to beat Bob Sapp, you better do it now before he gets completely
before he gets skilled. Yeah, absolutely. He has no experience, and he's just going to get better.
Oh, this is going to be a wild one. We got a 150-pound weight difference. Sapp in the white trunks, and Nogueira shoots for the takedown. Oh!
Good play!
A giant pile driver attempt by Bob.
Relax, Bobby. Come on.
I've never seen something like this.
That's what you call power, but he's up against a lot of experience here.
He's going to do it again. It looks like he's going to do it again. Oh, he better hold on to that leg.
He dead-manned him.
Yeah. Now, we have never seen Bob Sapp on the ground on top of someone. What a frightening experience it must be, even for Nogueira.
It's frightening from here.
Oh, and then the lights went out to make it a little bit more interesting.
Well, for a show that has run as perfect as it has, with K1, Inoki, Pride, we got Bob Sapp in there against Nogueira, the greatest heavyweight, they say, in mixed martial arts versus the biggest and strongest heavyweight.
Could you imagine getting hit by one of those clubs?
No, sirree.
No, but a triangle is working already for it. And armbar, he's working.
Heels on hips to push Bob Sapp back out of range. Bob Sapp has got to work here to conserve his energy.
And he's got to watch out. He's got to watch out. Look how he's holding his wrist.
Got to compress him.
Mark Coleman told me after he fought Nogueira that his grip was phenomenal. He had a very strong grip. Restart. That would be phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, Bob's really impressing me because it's, he's not gassed yet.
Well, Nogueira seems to be not wanting to exchange punches with Bob Sapp right now.
Look at the size of Sapp. Would you?
I don't know.
But I didn't ask you, boss.
I wouldn't want to go to the ground either.
I wouldn't either.
It's
power
with the
everywhere.
submission. Look at that.
Bob Sapp on top of Nogueira again. We know Nogueira can be dangerous from the bottom with mortal men, but Bob Sapp is just a little bit different than most fighters.
Yeah, I've seen Bob Sapp at about 450 pounds with abs, so that's a different person.
Look at those slash hammers.
In some ways, someone could say this isn't fair. You got this giant.
Well, you know what? That's what makes Pride so cool, because you got contrasting styles, you got different guys, you got K1 guys against the Pride guys.
A kick by Bob Sapp. Oh, Nogueira trying to tee off on Bob Sapp's head, but he didn't catch the chin. I think it's really...
For Nogueira, that may be the best place to be.
I think so too. Bob is getting winded here. He's breathing heavy. This is Nogueira's time now.
I think Bob Sapp may be regretting the fact that he came out in such a blast at the beginning of this fight, because the longer this fight goes, the more it will favor Nogueira.
Absolutely.
Look at Nogueira now. He's getting confidence with the striking. Because, the reflexes, if you're tired, your reflexes are going down to the ground. There we go. Nice combination, the left-right.
Nogueira shooting another double, but not getting it. Sapp on the bottom again.
Beautiful.
Nogueira on top for a change. Inside out.
This is where Bob could be serious.
He's going for an armbar. Look at this.
It's like armbar and a redwood.
Exactly. I don't think this is the time. Look at Bob Sapp. He's not going to stay down. It's going to be really hard for Nogueira to keep Bob Sapp down.
Absolutely.
Only fatigue.
Experience Nogueira is. You got to be unbelievably strong to keep that man on the ground. Unless he's gassed, which it looks like he may be.
And Nogueira looks so relaxed.
Now the trick is here, folks, that the Pride rules stipulate that the first round is 10 minutes. That's going to be a long 10 minutes for Bob Sapp.
No question.
Yeah, because we got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left now. That's more than half.
Bob Sapp on the bottom. First time we've ever seen Bob Sapp on his back in mixed martial art competition.
There's a doctor check here. I don't know. It's Bob Sapp.
We got a little bit of a cut here. It doesn't look like it's going to interfere with the fight.
It's a pretty good sized cut. Well,
it's to the side of the eye. It's on the side. It looks like it will. We will be able to continue. It's to the side of the eye. It won't affect his vision.
But this rest is doing what for Bob?
It's energizing him.
Absolutely.
It's really going to energize him. Strategically, Nogueira has weathered what Bob Sapp has had so far. But what we're going to see is how Bob Sapp can weather what Nogueira's got in store, because at the end, right before the cut, Sapp was on the bottom, and he started to eat punches like that left hand.
Oh, God.
This has been nothing short of an astonishing match in that Bob Sapp seized the initiative at the beginning and used his power and strength, but Nogueira seems to be turning the tables at the moment.
I'm kind of surprised Nogueira survived that power bomb. Whatever you want to call it.
I thought he killed him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can kill somebody like that.
No question.
Yeah, Nogueira probably posted his arms and blocked the fall so to avoid the head trauma.
And I'll be honest with you, I think that played a lot into Bob's game. Look at this. That's power.
That is
nothing. I don't care how much experience you have, you cannot overcome that kind of power.
If Bob Sapp beats Nogueira, it's going to send a clear message to all the heavyweights in mixed martial arts. Watch out.
He's got his back.
Nogueira's giving his back to Bob Sapp. Don't really. Eating punches by the giant. Nogueira got nicked by that punch.
He's got to make sure that he doesn't give him that arm.
Sapp jumping up.
Pulling a Sakuraba there.
If Bob
Look at this.
Bob Sapp going to be.
Don't do it, Bob.
Yeah, that would. Oh, Bob Sapp blasting away at Nogueira, going for a key lock.
Don't kick in the head.
You know, Bob could just lay there for a couple more minutes and
recoup a little bit.
Absolutely. And that's what he's doing.
Look, he just takes the arm and goes for it. And I mean, you can be a technician, but against a lot of power, it's what you said, Bill.
I'm sorry.
What you do.
Absolutely.
We're watching something here in the best heavyweight in the world being manhandled
By a monster.
Exactly.
That's not just a normal person in there, let me tell you. Standing next to him, being in the ring with him, that ain't a normal person right there. But it does send a message. It sends a huge message out there.
Huge message to every heavyweight. Be on notice. The better I get, Bob Sapp saying this, the more trouble you will be in. In a way.
Look at this, though. He's got it.
Now, Sapp, real smart, standing back up. Sapp puffing and pumping. And doing everything he can to take out the champion. But this has got to say major props to Nogueira's chin.
Nogueira's got a box here for him.
Bob's got to relax. Got to relax. Stay away from those hands.
Yep. Nogueira's got to shoot his punches straight. He can't hook with Bob Sapp.
Uppercuts to the head.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Bob may throw him, back to the States.
Yeah.
Kicking the body, okay? Kicking the body.
But let me tell you one thing. Nogueira is one hell of an ambassador for this sport.
Big time.
No question.
Make a fight like that, it's like having a big Japanese guy on your neck, because that is the weight difference.
Yeah. They call this show Shockwave, but I'm sure inside Nogueira's head he's thinking nightmare at National Stadium.
I'll tell you what, to every heavyweight, Bob Sapp.
Good right hand by Nogueira! Good right hand by Nogueira, but Bob Sapp didn't even flinch.
This is unbelievable, guys. You may be witnessing history.
If Bob Sapp beats Nogueira,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Everything's out, everything's up for grabs. A little under 2.5 minutes left.
Rainy knees. That's what Bob Sapp should do right there.
He's throwing him around like a rag doll.
Yes, he is.
He's got to watch out here. Leave an arm in between two legs from Nogueira.
Oh, triangle! Gotta get up. He's going to pick him up and drop him right on his feet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bob Sapp demonstrating an impossible situation from Nogueira at the moment. Impossible in the strength, in the good defensive ability he's learned from Matt Hume, Maurice Smith, Randy Couture, and Josh Barnett, of which is in his corner. Bob Sapp blasting away, Nogueira hanging tough. Nogueira trying to pick that single leg takedown, got the leg, Sapp sprawling back, Nogueira on his back.
This is amazing to me, guys. You got the #1 heavyweight in the world just being thrown around the ring. Unbelievable. You really got to give it to Bob and his corner.
But let's do this. Why don't we quote Yogi Berra in "It ain't over till it's over."
Hey, no question. Nobody's believe me.
Yeah, because
the longer it goes, the advantage goes in the other corner.
Nogueira going for a leg lock, and he's got a leg lock. What is it going to be?
But he's got a leg lock on a tree.
Nogueira almost got crushed there, right back out.
I have to say, if Bob does not get gassed, Nogueira's going to have a very, very tough time beating him.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, punches are not going to knock Bob out. It's not going to happen.
We got close to 30 seconds left. Nogueira really looking bad here.
He's definitely worse for the wear.
Yes, he is.
Time stop. Time stop.
Yeah,
Okay, no.
They're checking the cuts on him right now.
At first they checked the cut on Bob Sapp. Now Nogueira.
Yeah, he is juiced, buddy.
Yeah, he's going to get a little checkage there. Wow.
Okay, now let's say that Bob Sapp would win this fight. Who are they going to match him up against next?
Well,
I'm starting my pro wrestling career, remember? So don't look at me.
Yeah, well, maybe they're going to have to go with maybe put 2 middleweights in the ring with him or something. Maybe that's right around his weight, 2 guys. Because one guy...
I could see Sammy Schultz against him.
Yeah, but I don't think that would be competitive at all.
I don't think so either.
Realistically, Sammy does not have the defense for the takedown, and for sure, he's never been whacked like that. I'd like to see a fight with Bob Sapp versus Jerome LeBanner.
Absolutely.
Under K1 rules, we saw Jerome LeBanner beat Don Fry. He was much bigger and much more experienced, but that lack of experience on Bob Sapp, I think the strength is going to be a neutralizer.
Wow, K1 rules though, buddy.
Sure, that would be a great fight. Bob Sapp, a really comedic, funny individual, not a mean guy at all, just a sportsman doing what he has to do. But this has really been...
Armbar.
Yeah.
Triangles. He's looking for everything now. But it's like you said, Bill. When he gets caught, he just lifts him up and he slams him down.
Yeah, from talking to Josh Barnett, they've actually practiced that, getting in the triangle and picking him up and compressing the neck, trying to break it. Actually.
Yeah. Speaking of Josh Barnett, Bob Sapp.
They've done a pretty good job teaching Bob.
Yeah, but Bob Sapp is blasting away, even though he's missing some of those punches, and we're getting very close. But that's the end of the round.
Hey, you know what? If you get hit by Bob Sapp's thumb, it weighs 30 pounds.
Man, I'm telling you. We saw something here in this first round we thought we'd never see. Antonio Minotauro Nogueira, Fighter of the Year by most sports writers in the martial arts last year. As you said, Bill, treated like a rag doll.
Yeah, but, you know, all I have to say is Bob surprised me. No question, he lasted the 10 minutes. It's anybody's game now.
I want to see that pile drop, or whatever they call it, in the first of the fight. They're gonna have to show it now in the replay. Please, if somebody from the crew can hear me, show us that thing, because that was amazing.
Bob Sapp getting instructions from Maurice Smith about stand-up. Josh Barnett with the blonde hair speaking on Nogueira's corner. What could they be saying here, boss?
Dance around. Don't go for the takedown. Go for punches. Forget about the takedown. It takes too much power away from you. And Bob Sapp, every time he lands on top, you don't want to be there. Hit him. Go right straight to the body. Here we go.
Okay, here's the takedown attempt, and Bob Sapp lifts him. That ungodly strength picks him up, tries for a pile driver, and it actually landed him on his shoulder and his head, but it wasn't a clean land on the head. A frightening move.
It is like Quinton Jackson, but then 200 pounds more.
Right, but exactly. Man. Bob Sapp blasting away, trying to finish things from the guard of Nogueira, punch after punch, some of those landing, but most of those being blocked or moved. Nogueira doing an excellent job to move his head on the bottom.
Yeah, Nogueira, that should be his game plan now. Stay away. Stay away from everything. Move around. Don't go for a takedown only when you exactly know 100% you're going to take him down and get on top. Otherwise, forget about it.
You know, the couple-minute break was good for Bob, but even though it's an outdoor stadium, I don't think there's enough air in the world to fill his lungs back up.
Yeah. Nogueira clocking Bob on the chin. Nothing happened. He hit Bob twice with that straight right, and that knocked out Sanai Kakuta flat in Nogueira's last fight. They obviously told him to stand up with Bob, but now Bob is blasting him with a left jab, which almost sent him out of the ring.
Oh, this is not a good position for Nogueira right now. If Bob starts, kneeing, I wanted to say, then it could be very bad.
Maurice Smith, one of the best cardiovascular trainers in the business, trains Bob Sapp, and if Bob Sapp's cardio is there, this is going to be a really tough battle for Nogueira to overcome.
Absolutely. And you know, to be honest with you, Bob has nothing to lose, man. He's already proved that he can stand 10 minutes in there with the toughest guy, one of the toughest guys in the world.
It's just a matter of time before Bob Sapp becomes more experienced. Let's say he loses to Nogueira tonight. As you said, Bill, he's already made a statement here. If he loses to Nogueira, gets a couple more fights, Nogueira even said to me that it was just a matter of time before Bob Sapp learned the skills and became unbeatable.
They got to make, like you said before, Steven, a different kind of weight class.
Yeah, the elephant division.
Who else can be in it with him, though?
Yes.
Well, Tom Erickson.
Tom Erickson would be a good fight.
Absolutely.
Tom Erickson, Semi Schilt would on height, but Semi Schilt doesn't have the body mass.
Unless he gets it totally locked out, the triangle may be the worst thing.
There we go, there we go. There we go, and he's got to better make it tight.
See?
And he does it, do it again, do it again. He's got it.
He's going to go against it. He's got perfect position, but he doesn't have the foot locked over because Bob is so big, he can't get his legs wrapped around, and Nogueira is very
There you go.
Now, Bob's bad position. Oh, bad position for Nogueira. But Bob Sapp doesn't seem to be too fluent in throwing knees. Maybe his
Look Nogueira here.
Bob Sapp.
Bob is gassed.
Something happened. Yeah, Bob is really in trouble
Bob
here.
is seriously gassed now.
Okay. Nogueira probably is going to go again for the triangle.
Yep, he's consistently doing it. And trust me, somebody who's persistent, he's going to get it.
And no question that every time he gets him in it and he picks him up, he expends a lot of energy.
Yeah, because even though Nogueira only weighs...
Look at this. He's going for a figure four.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But, you know, that's what he knows, and maybe if Bob Sapp gets tired, his fatigue will betray him. Bob's huffing and puffing there.
He should turn him now. Yeah. Nogueira should turn him now.
It's not going to happen like that, guys. I'm sorry to tell you.
He should turn him like this.
Nogueira going to get on top, and it's going to be hard to get him off because Bob Sapp is losing gas here. Oh, but he got right as soon as I said that, Bob Sapp proved me wrong, flipped Nogueira right over.
This is totally against the grain, guys. You got to throw everything out the window with this one.
This is a one-man army. This is 10 guys in one guy's body versus Nogueira.
Triangle again, he's going to take all the power again.
Bob working to pass the guard, passes the guard, Nogueira is going to keep bringing that leg back. Nogueira in position to be kneed, but Bob Sapp, look at this. Nogueira is
Bob's gassed. He's got to last a minute and 30 or...
Nogueira is so wily at getting off the bottom. Bob doesn't seem to be doing too good here.
Here's the experience.
Here's the experience. Here's the cardiovascular.
Cardiovascular, that's what it's all about here.
I'll tell you what, part of a champion for Nogueira. Big time.
Like I said, he's a terrific ambassador. I spoke with him in the back.
He's going on, Bob. This guy's so
This may be trouble.
This is not good. Nogueira just needs to wait.
Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Antonio Nogueira has Bob Sapp with an armbar. Wow, this is outrageous. This was a miracle. This was unbelievable. This was a better fight than Heath Herring versus Nogueira. Nogueira came from behind to beat the monster.
Oh, who is that? Who can beat Nogueira?
No one.
Nobody can beat Nogueira.
This made this man a living legend. A living legend indeed. Bob Sapp took care of Bob Sapp really took care of business early on. Nogueira weathered the storm, never lost sight, and took care of it. Wow, Nogueira, unbelievable. I am practically speechless. 91,000 people blew out their vocal cords. It was 4 minutes, 2 seconds of round 2. Armbar tap out. What a phenomenal fight.
All the other fights we've seen, I've never ever in my life saw a heavyweight fight like this before. The respect I already had for Nogueira, it at tenfold, it times 10. Unbelievable.
There have been some great heavyweight fights in the history of mixed martial arts. Pedro Hizzard versus Randy Couture won in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, but especially Antonio Nogueira versus Heath Herring in Championship Chaos. But this eclipsed those. This was one of the most dangerous, the most dangerous guy in this guy, Bob Sapp. This guy is beyond dangerous.
It's like you said before, Steven, if he fights 5 more fights and he gets ring-wise and he learns more submissions, there will be nobody who can beat this guy.
Man, I am blown away. I tell you one thing, let's put it easily, let's put it simply. Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira is the man.
He's got, no other words. More than
On this fight, I could prove I am the best heavyweight in the world now.
He said it. He said it. Nobody's gonna beat this guy.
Hidehiko Yoshida is a gold medalist in judo, but he's taking on a man who is a legend in mixed martial arts, Royce Gracie.
Now you're going to be fighting a judo man, Yoshida. What is the game plan against him being a gold medalist in judo?
I definitely don't want to stand up with him. I want to bring the fight to the ground or try to exchange firepower with him. He stands, throws.
What is it going to be like fighting out in the sun, outdoors, in front of 80,000 people?
The sun, I come from Brazil, don't mind.
Two guys wearing gis, going with limited strikes. As a matter of fact, there's no striking to the face, boss.
No striking to the face, only striking when they're on their feet and to the body. But if Yoshida is going to bring his gold medal, he might choke him with it. So I don't know if that's allowed.
I am here with a man who started it all. Some call him the godfather of Vale Tudo, mixed martial arts, whatever. Helio Gracie, what is your prediction for the fight with Royce and Yoshida?
Eu não ia fazer uma viagem de 24 horas para ver meu filho perder. Vim para ver ganhar.
You look like you're in shape. Are you going to have a rematch?
Não, mas se trouxerem um velhinho da minha marca, eu pego qualquer um.
Yoshida was bigger than Royce Gracie. But I don't know that that's going to be a factor in this because Royce has been to the big show. He's fought in Pride before he fought in the UFC. He was a three-time champion in the UFC. Yeah. So I think he may have the edge in experience, but when they go to the ground because of submissions, this fight could very well be a draw.
Okay, and a special